I was watching a video here on TikTok and the guy said that women over 35 are 50% off. Like women over 35 lose half of their value.
Okay girls, this is my final outfit to go manhunting in Miami. And I'm also bringing my iPad so I can go on Hinge while I'm there. Okay, wish me luck. And then being the delusional queen that I am, I sat in the hotel lobby waiting for somebody to come. I'm like literally a movie moment. Like who do I think I am?
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and on today's episode we have a video here from Hadan the Mummy titled "I Need a Man to Sweep Me Off My Feet. Women lose their minds when the top guys ignore them." So we're going to be kicking it off with this clip right here, guys, which is absolutely hilarious because we have here a whole bunch of modern women who are failing. They're trying, but they are failing to get attention from the men that they want. Okay, it's all very well and good, guys, to be strong and independent. You don't need no man. I'm gonna live my, boss babe lifestyle. But when it comes to finding a man, when it comes to actually getting attention from the men that they want, they find that womanism fails them and that they struggle to actually get the attention that they want. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. As always, guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
Okay girls, this is my final outfit to go manhunting in Miami. And I'm also bringing my iPad so I can go on Hinge while I'm there. Okay, wish me luck. Bitch, I just got to Miami and I'm about to start manhunting. I'm so nervous. Okay, I need to put lipstick on. Hold on. I need to make sure my lips are nice and juicy and overlined. I already saw a guy riding his bike who looked so freaking hot, y'all. Oh my god. But I'm gonna go from hotel to hotel. Okay, y'all. I feel so cute. I'm gonna go.
You already know, guys, that women who do this stuff are absolutely broken. Okay, I've always said this, but whenever a woman has to go out of her way to hunt for men or to find a guy, you know that something is incredibly broken. And the reason for that is because these women, they don't have to be going out to the clubs or going man hunting in order to find a husband, in order to find a long-term relationship, to have a family. Let's just call this what it is, okay? You're going out there and you're trying to hook up with random guys. That's what's really happening here, okay? And the women who do this, right, at the same time, they wonder why men don't want relationships with them. It's absolutely baffling. I don't know about you guys, but 2 seconds into the video, you can sit there and go, well, it's obvious why she's not going to be able to get a boyfriend. It's really obvious.
Go from hotel to hotel. Okay, y'all, I feel so cute. I'm gonna go. Wish me luck. I'll keep you guys updated. No, because I'm so fucking delusional. Let me update you guys on this whole manhunting situation. Also, I got a freaking tunicado. So basically, I started trying to find myself a boyfriend, started walking around Miami. All of a sudden, a freaking homeless person comes up to me asking me if I want to buy drugs. He's like, do you want some? I'm like, no thanks. Eventually, bitch, I passed by the Ritz-Carlton.
And of course, she had to eat, right? This is try not to get furious challenge. Of course, not only is she incredibly unpleasant and annoying, she had to start to eat as well. Holy cow, let's continue.
And this little kid opens the door for me. I'm like, okay, say less. I go to the freaking pool and I find myself a man's. I was literally, I saw him. I'm like, oh my god, his back. And I already knew right off the bat from looking at his back that he was gonna be, yeah. So bitch.
So really intelligent. Let's just fathom this for a second, guys, how intelligent this woman's approach is to finding a boyfriend. What she does is she goes to expensive areas, okay, and she tries to hunt for a boyfriend. And what she's looking for, straight up, is men who are attractive, right? A man who has a really broad back, some guy who hits the gym. And she thinks to herself, ooh, that's my boyfriend. Guess what? Every other girl wants him too. So good luck. And it's funny, right? Because these are the same people who they're like, yeah, I want a fit guy, right? I want a man who hits the gym, or, I want a guy who looks really good, which means, they need a man who puts hours upon hours into his body. Meanwhile, you have these, early 20-year-old women already completely ruining their body. I've seen this so many times where you have a girl who Like, she thinks that she's so attractive. She thinks that she's the Lord's gift to the planet. And then you fast forward 2 or 3 years and she's completely obliterated her body because they don't pay attention. They have no self-control, right? For the same reason that they are in the situation of having no boyfriend, that extends to how they treat their bodies and how they treat other people as well.
I literally sat on like the line.
By the way, another word of advice: if a woman calls herself or her friends or whatever the word beach, just as like a general rule of thumb, just dismiss her immediately and run in the opposite direction, because there's nothing to be done with that woman and she's for the streets. This is like 101 red pill.
Lawn chair across from him, and I was just like just chilling. Obviously not chilling, like I was freaking out inside. And I'm so delusional that I literally went to the bar thinking that this man would follow me. I'm like, oh, for sure, he's literally gonna follow me. Like, what? No, he starts talking on the phone.
I love how this woman thinks that this guy has nothing better on his agenda than to follow some average woman, right? And I can assure you that this man is not your average Joe. This is not a guy with a nice personality. This is a Chad, all right? And this is the lengths that she will go to for men such as these. Just pathetic. I'm so glad that this guy didn't even look in her direction. Let's continue.
He's literally talking on the phone. Eventually he goes to the bar, and I was like, okay, this is my chance. But like, girl, I was laughing. Like, I was literally dying of laughter because like, I was like, what am I doing? Like, literally, what am I doing? Like, I don't even go here. So I low-key self-sabotaged it for myself. And then being the delusional queen that I am, I sat in the hotel lobby waiting for somebody to come. I'm like literally a movie moment. Like, who do I think I am?
You know, I could ask the exact same question. It's funny because she says this, but I don't think she truly processes it. Who do you think you are? Like, actually, so many of these modern women, they're so incredibly delusional that because they have some men in their Instagram DMs, right? Because they have simps who follow them and give them all this like random attention that they don't deserve, and they rarely ever get told no. They think that they're like the most important people on the planet. But guess what? A lot of guys have better things to do than to put up with you. Okay, imagine, guys, right? Imagine this woman actually begins talking to a man. What a man is going to realize very quickly is that she is going to be an absolute pain in the backside, right? We've been watching this video for a couple of minutes now, and I haven't got one sense of her being a nice person, like her being someone who you could relax around and just be normal around. No, she's incredibly masculine. She's incredibly arrogant, right? In the same breath here, she calls herself a queen. She's like, who do I think I am? And then, but at the same time, continues to refer to herself as a queen. This is why a lot of these modern women, they're going to end up alone, guys. I'm telling you, right? I make jokes all the time about cats, okay, and how these women end up with cats, but they actually do. You can have a look at their lives as it plays out over TikTok, and you know, you can see when they get older, they start to get the cats, they start to get the boxed wine, and it just becomes a giant circular meme.
And then, bitch, I left. And now I picked up a tunacado, and I was like, maybe when I'm in there, there's gonna be like the love of my life, and I'm gonna like find him. Bitch, no. Obviously, I came to the beach because I'm like, maybe. But here I am alone. I might be going on a date on Wednesday. I don't even think he's cute. I just like, literally like for the plot, you know? But maybe I will do that.
Just disgusting. This is the treatment that you're going to get if you don't have the nicest genes or you're not tall enough, all right? You can have many things going on for you, but just if you are not a top percentage of men, this is what they'll use you for free meals, for you know, just as like a plan B. I don't have anything better to do. Now, if this chat would have paid her attention, she would have dismissed this other guy immediately. But you know, she's left without options. So let's go have a free meal, you know, for the plot. What a disgusting woman, guys. So this is why just don't pay attention to these 304s. They don't deserve it. They don't respect you. And if you deal with them, that means you don't respect yourself either. Let's end this annoying and unpleasant TikTok.
this again. Like, maybe I will, because like I'm crazy. And I think next time I'm not gonna like stay in one specific location, but I'm like gonna go to like restaurants. And next time I probably won't go alone. Like this time I'm literally alone. I did see some cuties in like restaurants and stuff, but like that's so awkward. Like, I'm literally gonna be alone. Like, hey. And I know that when I hang up, I'm literally gonna like just sit here and like act like a damsel in distress. I can't. Like, I really can't.
Couldn't care less, honestly. If you ask me, I don't care in the slightest. And I don't feel sympathy that these chads are using you as a somewhat better version of an S3X doll. Because that's what you deserve. That's the price you, madam, have put on yourself. Nobody else forced you to do this, alright? So this is the path you've chosen. And this is how you're gonna end up, with 4 cats being run through by the whole community. And your cats are gonna have a delicious, nice dinner on your last day of Earth. This is your future, and this is what's awaiting you. And now, of course, the takeaway from this video, this woman is just the most cartoonish version you can get of a woman. I'm not saying that all women are like her, but most women indeed follow down her path. They're not as cartoonish as her, but they do the same mistakes. They think that they're God's gift to the earth, that they deserve a 10 out of 10 man. They're shocked and astonished when men don't follow them around. This is their idea of love, right? Remember, call this woman said, "Oh, I'm looking here for a boyfriend." Just going to a random town, talking to random strangers just because they are attractive. Meanwhile, she's dismissing all the men that actually care about her, right?
Yeah, the funniest part is the fact that she said that she's going on a date on Wednesday, but she's literally just doing it because she's bored, apparently. Right? Imagine how this dude on Wednesday feels, right? This is why I say, guys, that a lot of these women, they're not even worth the dates, right? They're not even worth a dude's time. And this is why a lot of guys don't take women out on dates anymore. Right? This is why we get videos of, oh, what happened? You know, what happened to chivalry, right? What happened to men actually doing things for women? What happened to guys paying for dates? You know what happened? Dudes got finessed. Okay? Men just get used for this nonsense. Right? Now, that doesn't mean that every single woman is going to use every single man for free food. But guess what? It happens often enough. So guys have closed their wallets. Guys have closed their minds to commitment, a lot of them. And they say, you know what? I'm not doing this. I'm not playing this game with you anymore. Right? And then this gets even funnier, okay? It's like every time we cover these videos, so like this is the younger version, right? And then we get to this woman here who's over 35, and it's like a timeline where you can see what happens, right? It's like, oh, I'm having fun in my 20s. I'm trying to find a man, right? And then all of a sudden it's, you know, women over 35 have more value, this woman says. So let's jump into this next clip here. This will be fantastic.
Women over 35 have more value, wouldn't you know it?
You have to promise you're going to let me explain before you react. I was watching a video here on TikTok, and the guy said that women over 35 are 50% off. Like, women over 35 lose half of their value, right?
I think she's talking about Kevin Samuels. I'm pretty sure it was Kevin Samuels that triggered this particular woman. Now, guys, I'm not the biggest fan of Kevin Samuels personally, but I can understand that he said a lot of things that were correct, that aligned with a lot of people. And one thing that I do like about Kevin Samuels is the fact that he pissed off a lot of women like this. Right? Look at this, how triggered she is. He said that women over 35 don't have as much value, and it just gives, you know, free content endlessly.
And he wasn't really the kind of guy who should have had this kind of opinion, but I
literally said this in one of my latest uploads, where I said that these women are the equivalent of the left out food in a restaurant that they put at 50% off. So she's going to challenge me on that. Let's have a listen.
Digress. When I was in my 20s, the younger you are, the less you know about your self-worth and your value, the more that you're still on the journey to understanding who you are and what you have to offer the world and what makes you special, unique, and great. That's when you're 50% off.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Have you guys noticed that some of my videos have gone missing over here on YouTube? That is because I am slowly moving them over to locals where I can actually host them without the risk of getting in trouble. If you are not aware, many creators are starting to move over to places like locals, Rumble, etc. because YouTube is not really a free speech platform. So if you are interested in supporting the channel and getting access to videos that are no longer available here, make sure that you come and join us over on Locals. The link will be in the video description down below. Supporters get access to their own exclusive videos that are no longer available to the public. So make sure you go to the link in the description and join us over there now. But anyway, guys, back to today's episode. Isn't it funny, guys? I don't know about you, right? But I don't think any sensible person, who the hell is in their 20s still learning about themselves? Like, what is this nonsense? It's like those people that are like, oh, I'm 35 and I still don't know what I want to do with my life and my career. It's like, brother, you're 35 years old. Right, all of this code for like healing, and I'm just getting to know myself, guys, and you know, well, all of this woo-woo language is just code for I'm gonna go out there and have fun with random dudes, and I call this learning. I call this, you know, self-journey. I call it all of these nonsense words, which are basically just, I want to go around and have my fun first. And then when I do that, my standards are going to get higher and higher because I deserve to be treated better than all of these men have treated me beforehand. But what they don't tell you guys is that they choose those men. They choose the very attractive men. They choose the guys that don't want a relationship with them. And then they turn around and, you know, cry and complain afterwards and say, no, my standards, they're so high. Yeah, your standards don't mean crap for a man who's attractive.
That's when you will give yourself away for literally nothing.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Guys, I'm going to play that back for a second, okay? I say this all the time on the channel. The man who's attractive, he doesn't need to take her out on dates. He doesn't need to buy her all of these things. He doesn't need to look after her or protect her. Now, I'm not saying, guys, like when I say this, I'm not actually against traditional values, right? I'm not against dinner dates and things like that. But these women are not worth dinner dates. I'm sorry. Like, listen to what she just said. Really listen to it.
That's when you're 50% off. That's when you will give yourself away for literally nothing. Okay.
Okay. So my question is, why should a man invest in you? You've given yourself away for nothing, and I'm expected to come along and to take you on dates? No, thank you.
And maybe every 20-something is not like that. Please, if you're 20-something and you're watching this, do not feel that I'm talking about you. Because obviously, if you're the kind of 20-something that consumes this kind of content here on TikTok, you're a person who's more aware and you're coming into your own. But
yes, it's nice that you said that, because it turns out not every woman happens to be a 3 or 4. All right, it's shocking for some women, but yes, some are not corrupted by this hedonistic approach, a narcissistic approach to life as you are, madam. And it just so happens, guys, it just so happens that the women who to marry younger and they have serious relationships, somehow their journey most of the time ends in a healthy marriage. While these women, their journey, quote-unquote journey, involves jumping from one banana to another banana, being community property, being a public toilet. This is what their journey involves. And they make the point that without this journey, they wouldn't have become such a gem of a person, wouldn't you see? Let's continue.
understand that there's a reason why a lot of older men prey on women who are really young, because those women haven't developed the better boundaries yet. They haven't developed better, communication skills and just ways to assert themselves. They're probably still in their phase of, I just want him to like me, which can.
This woman said at the beginning of the video that we should not interrupt her before she's finished making her points, but it's impossible for me because she says one dumb thing after the other. I love how when women want men who are older because they are more mature, because they have mapped it out already, that's not predatory. That's absolutely fine. But when men prefer younger women because they are more innocent, more attractive, and they can build together, oh, they're preying over them. What a bullcrap narrative and double standard.
Yeah, see, it wasn't praying when she was the young one getting the attention from older guys. When she was 21, when she was 23, and she was getting, attention from those older men, It wasn't a problem for her. In fact, she gave herself away for free to those men. But now that she's older, oh no, that's praying, right? That's an awful thing to do. Right? So it's funny how we claim to be strong and independent and women can make their own decisions. Are you telling me that a 23-year-old can't make her own decisions? Like she's not allowed to date older guys because she doesn't know what she's doing? It sounds to me, madam, like you don't believe in women's rights and women's autonomy. You know, dare I say.
Be really, really dangerous. So then a man, like this man online, comes around to women who are over 35, who now have the better boundaries in place, who now understand their worth, who now understands their values, and
too late.
Tries to get that woman to lower her value by saying, you're too old to have standards. See, when you're young, they take appreciation of the fact that you haven't established your standards just so much. And when you're older and you have those standards, they want to take advantage of the fact that you're older and say, lower those standards.
Oh, she's big mad, guys. She's look how agitated she is about this.
Either way, they're trying to get something at a discount because they just can't afford you. They just can't afford it. They just can't keep up with you. They know that you are set way high above who they are, and it drives them crazy. So if you are 35 plus, remember, I didn't even meet my husband until I was 37. I got married at 38. I had my son at 39. I became a homeowner at 40.
Holy hell. You know, guys, I believe it's age 35. I personally think that's very irresponsible because I think at around like 35, 33, 35 or something like that, someone correct me if I'm wrong, when women decide to have kids, it's actually considered a geriatric pregnancy. And a lot of things can go wrong. So congratulations for you at having a kid at 39. Probably not the safest option. Also, probably not the most reasonable option. For a lot of women. I don't think a lot of women are able to do that, right? I've even seen videos of women trying to freeze their eggs, spending a lot of money on it and failing. But hey, madam, well done at delaying everything to the last conceivable possible moment in your life and treating it as though it's some sort of flex. This guy got a raw deal. Your husband, he got the short end of the stick.
You don't have to lower.
Yeah, what she means is her husband became a homeowner at 40, and thus she also became one. Let's finish this clown TikTok.
That's so true, right? All of the it's so funny, guys, how you see videos like this of women saying, I'm a homeowner now, and coincidentally it's just when they happen to get with a guy, or coincidentally it's just when they happen to get a divorce. It's like, wow, I wonder how they came into those assets at this particular age. It's not like the men were working really hard for absolutely everything and got screwed over for them. No, she worked really hard, guys, because she's an entrepreneur. Meanwhile, they have like 300 follower Instagram accounts where they're selling, I don't know, fake lashes from AliExpress. It's absolutely ridiculous. But guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, remember to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.